All right, to get this one started, we just kind of want to follow the reasons that were given. And this first reason is I know that cotangent is cosine divided by sine. And I always want to get things in cosine and sine and try and get rid of everything else. I also know that cosecant is 1 over sine x. And then, so I still have my minus sine x in the bottom. So now I'm only dealing with cosines and sines. But so the second step tells me that I need to deal with 1 over sine x and factor that out. Well, in order to have that factor in all of my terms, I have to deal with this other term in my denominator. So this whole thing becomes, my numerator stays the same, and my first term stays 1 over sine x. But now to turn this into something with the denominator of sine of x, I know I just multiply the numerator and the denominator by sine of x. So now I have sine squared of x. So now I'm left with cosine of x divided by sine of x divided by 1 over sine x minus sine squared x divided by. So now I have these in a form where I can factor out that 1 over sine x. So now I'm going to go and factor that out. So in my numerator, I'm left with cosine x. And in my denominator, once I factor out that 1 over sine x, I'm left with 1 minus sine squared x. So now that I'm here, right, I've factored out my 1 over sine x, and then I can cancel those out. So I'm left with cosine x divided by 1 minus sine x squared, and that leads me into this third step, right, that cosine squared x equals 1 minus sine squared. So I can replace this denominator. So I'm left with cosine x and then cosine squared of x, because 1 minus sine squared x using my Pythagorean identity. So now I can continue on. See if this helps at all finishing this problem.